Apple Cash is an easy, convenient, and secure way to pay your friends because it's already built into your iPhone and lives within Messages. It all happens right in the chat. Then you can spend that money right away with Apple Pay. See? Easy peasy, and way more private than pay apps. Apple Cash. Find it in your Messages today. Services are provided by Green Dot Bank, member FDIC. Terms apply.
Hi, I'm going to whisper some things to you now about Crunch chocolate bars. Because apparently this whispering thing is a thing that makes you feel things. It's saying something crunchy is coming in the candy wrapper language. Imagine your tongue hiking up those crispy, rocky ridges. Now, drum roll, please.
Wow, that's good. Crunchy, munchy chocolate doesn't whisper.
Turn up the fun with Crunch.
If you're thinking, I should go for a run today, but it looks like it could rain, Sierra says save on epic rain jackets. If you're also thinking, but I can't go out in these beat-up old running shoes, Sierra says save on top brand running shoes. And if you're still thinking, but I'm also busy performing brain surgery, well then we say, you really should have led with that. Sierra, let's get moving to your local store, like now. Go!
Hello everyone. The clip you're about to hear is from one of our exclusive Patreon episodes on a recent horror release, and just like all of our other episodes, it might include major spoilers for said horror release, so don't listen to it if you haven't already seen it. You've officially been warned. And if you'd like to hear the full episode, just head on over to patreon.com/horrorqueers and subscribe today. Without further ado, here is your exclusive Patreon clip.
And I do think a couple of these pieces work. It's just overall, a lot of it, as you suggested, is pretty traditional jump scares. And I'm wondering if that's the way this first film is going to go. And maybe we're going to shake it up when we get to the second film. But I don't know.
And mind you, I'm not even saying the jump scares are a problem for me. I just think that they lean more on jump scares than suspense. But like, I spilled an entire glass of wine at one of these jump scares. Whenever they first get in the truck, and like when I think it's the scare. We're calling him the Scarecrow Man now. But when he breaks the window, and I was holding a glass of wine, and boy oh boy, did my entire body jerk, and I just threw that wine like on the floor by accident.
I mean, that's a pretty ringing endorsement. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I mean, I think some of the jump scares are effective. And I think they're better than when we're not calling back, like, the original film. I mean, because, we'll go through some of the set pieces and plot points here beat by beat, but, like, okay, so, the iconic poster shot of the original film, where it's Liv Tyler standing there and then there's Scarecrow Man behind her. We do that here, but we change it where it's like, we see his reflection in the mirror above the piano. I actually thought that was a pretty cool thing. I was like, I like that. We're not going to repeat it. I kind of wish it made, like, the reveal might have been a little bit different, but it was kind of one of those things where you see him in the foreground first and then you see his reflection in the mirror. So that's something that I thought was fun.
Yeah. And it's little moments like that which I think for me get me excited about where we could go, because there's flashes of this. There's flourishes of it. I don't think that they're sustained. I was hoping for a little bit more creeping dread and suspense. You're right. Yeah. And what we do get is a little bit more conventional jump scares, but I did find that they were working for me. Like, I don't think the film is particularly scary, but there's enough here to get me excited for a subsequent entry, particularly if it means I'm not going to go into it being able to anticipate where it's going to go because it is so faithful to the original.
And I think that's where your Exorcist Believer comparison comes in, because yes, I mean, I give Exorcist Believer a 2 out of 5. This is a 2.5 out of 5. But I'm less bothered by this one's genericness than I am, because we're remaking The Strangers and we don't know where it's going yet. So again, ask me once Chapter 3 comes out how I feel about it as a whole, and maybe my opinion will lower or increase. I don't know.
Sure.
But with The Exorcist Believer, we're doing a sequel, like a fucking legacy sequel to a 50-year-old film, and we woofed it. So, like, that made me angrier than, we're redoing The Strangers, and it's just fine.
Right. Yeah, and it's not like we had a clear map, because we've already scrapped the sequel to The Exorcist Believer because that one didn't work. So, this one is such a unique situation because we can speculate, and half of our ideas will be completely garbage by the time the second one comes out because we'll be proven wrong. But we get to spend the interim between each successive film hypothesizing about what could be. And yeah, I just think that's really exciting in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I totally agree.